Hello. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Got it. All right. Hello, 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 hello. Today I am here just for a short time. This is a short video. I just want to kind of making a little announcement. Welcome if you're just tuning in for the first time. Hey, thanks for being here. Love your content. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate the love and support. As today's title suggests, the conversation that we're going to be briefly discussing is passive income. Passive income in FinDom and ways to do so that are really beneficial for this like digital marketing age, so to speak, and how to kind of create something that works as a sales funnel for yourself in FinDom that is very profitable, but then also something, for the most parts, is kind of like an intermediate skill. Content creation and marketing in this fashion are certainly easier said than done. I know everybody thinks like being a content creator is, or an influencer in other arenas or spaces is like super easy, or like it's not as hard or laborious or a worthy career or some crap like that. But there's a lot of work that goes into being a content creator. There's a lot of work that goes into building a social media page, creating money off of social media, marketing, maintaining a budget for that. There's a lot of work that goes into all of those things. So, in order to build yourself up, in order to build up your income, what you need to do, especially in our space, is utilize content creation. Now, this is not going to be an in-depth conversation because, again, the platform that we are on doesn't allow this to happen. But this is one of the reasons why I have always said that if you guys are, here on TikTok or you're watching my YouTube videos or whatever else, and you're looking guys are, here on TikTok or you're watching my YouTube videos or whatever else, and you're looking for or sorry, if you're looking for concrete advice, you can't learn everything off of free advice, right? You can't learn everything off of YouTube. It is okay, and it's actually pertinent and really, really important that you invest in yourself and that you take your education and your learning and development in this industry very serious. So you can always subscribe and become a student of our academy if you want a more in-depth kind of walkthrough with this. I've had a couple of really good consultations today with some of you guys in the community who are just getting started. So I'm really excited for what the new year has to hold for the fandom industry, because we have some people who are coming into the industry who are really enthusiastic, really passionate about their work and what they're doing. So it's really good to see that we still have people who want to do this and want to do it the right way, and Black women who want to be a part of a community of other like-minded women, right? Traveling, talking about business and establishing credit for ourselves, and really using this to our advantage to benefit ourselves, of course, but then again benefit the community as well. It's like supporting other Black women and uplifting each other. So really good day today. The method that I'm teaching or speaking about here involves content creation in a way that works as a stream of income for yourself. It can be done strategically so that, let's say, for example, if you're someone who wants to use FinDom to pay off student loans or buy a house or or get an apartment or a car or something like that, that you could do that and have this like source of income through your LLC and stuff like that, the business that you set up, be used as like I said, a stream of income, proof of income for yourself. But it does take a certain amount of skill, understanding the process, the development, the science behind professional film, photography, editing your content is going to be really, really, really important. I think I just heard something in the hallway that I need to check in just a second. But having those skills are really important. One of the reasons why I specifically spend some of my time, I wouldn't say it's the bulk of our curriculum, but we do spend a good portion of our learning curriculum talking about the do's and don'ts of photography, the do's and don'ts of kind of creating that visual for your brand, whether that's through video, that's through pictures, that's through tweets, how you speak about yourself. So there's a big portion of our curriculum that does focus on that. However, one big thing is always your image. The way that you look, the way that you carry yourself, the way that you dress, the way that you speak will be really, really important to portray the message, so to speak, of who you are as a Dom, and what your expectations are from your audience, your expectations are from your subs, how you want people to speak to you, the kind of respect that you want to command, right? Like, are you the kind that lets people walk all over them? Or are you the kind of woman that doesn't take any shit, right? So the way that you market yourself and the visuals that you create are very important. And one thing that my students have always told me is that it's very expensive to get started in content creation. Of course it is, right? Of course it is. So that being said, I know a few months ago we were kind of speaking about this already and saying that it was a long-term goal for us to have a TikTok shop specifically here on this page through the AfroDomme Pay. Hello, welcome if you're just joining us. We talked about getting a TikTok shop, and a recommendation from myself as a professionally trained photographer and filmmaker in this industry for many, many years now. We talked about using TikTok Shop Creator or the TikTok Shop affiliate program to get you guys a showcase of some of the best quality camera and filming and content creation equipment that you can find out there without having to, again, invest thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on professional equipment just yet, because you're just getting started, or spending $1,000 on professional photo shoots every month, right? So how can you create high quality content at home with what you have without investing too much upfront that you don't necessarily have as a new Dom, to make sure that your content looks professional, to make sure that the quality of work that you're striving to achieve can still be done without breaking the bank, so to speak, because you're still getting your foot in the door, you're still learning the skills of content creation. And one thing you never, ever, ever want to do, again, coming from myself as a professionally trained filmmaker, one thing you never, ever want to do is buy thousands of dollars worth of filming and camera gear that is very expensive, that you don't know how to use just yet, you're still learning, that is going to be really, really overwhelming for yourself. And it is totally okay to use affordable gear. You don't have to have the most expensive camera on the block in order to create something that is still very powerful in the visual and artistic sense, and then still very profitable for you as well. So welcome if you guys are just joining us. I also wanted to come here and say thank you for all of the support that you guys have been giving us. We recently hit 15,000 followers on this page, which is incredible, since we started just a few months ago in, I think, the end of August on this page. So with very little ads and stuff like that, this is just based off of word of mouth. This is based off of being on the For You page, you guys, sharing our posts, you guys commenting, you guys liking stuff. So thank you guys so much for all of the supports that you put into growing this page, so that we can continue to create these kinds of opportunities. So now that we are at 15K, I think that it is just divine timing, so to speak, of TikTok Shop finally actually, approving us for the TikTok Creator Showcase program. So right now in my showcase here on AfroDomme Pay, I have multiple recommendations for film specific gear through a couple of brands. The most important brand that you'll want to pay attention to is the newer brand. This is where you're going to find a couple of cameras, lighting equipment, ring lights, filming small things that you need for video-based work and stuff like that. Now, there's no obligation or pressure for you guys to buy all of these things, but as you are shopping around, keep in mind that these are some of the products that I have tried over the last several years as a professionally trained photographer and filmmaker in this space. For those of you who are new to my live, yes, if you didn't catch it in the beginning, like I said, my name is Goddess Ekua Ahima, founder of the AfroDomme Network and Academy. And yes, I have been a pro-dom for many, many years now, since 2017. But I've also been a professionally trained photographer and filmmaker for several years. My work has been featured in fashion magazines, specifically in West Africa. But my work as a photographer focuses on boudoir and burlesque, which benefits me, myself, as a dominatrix, since I only pursued professional photography to improve the quality of my own work, just because I am a perfectionist. And now as an educator in this space since 2019, I do teach professional film and photography to my students specifically. And again, this is just another incentive of us growing as a community, taking advantage of all of the same skills that I teach you guys how to use, right? Because I know for the last several weeks, we have been talking about the benefits of UGC creation and how we can encourage more Black women, more Black influencers, more Black female creators to get into UGC, to get higher paying brand deals and stuff like that. So this is just, again, another example how we practice what we preach, if anything. And like I said, right now in our showcase here on TikTok under AfroDomme Pay, you can find several recommendations for high quality cameras, high quality ring lights, high quality lighting for home use, for high quality cameras, high quality ring lights, high quality lighting for home use. Your skills with us as a student while you are practicing content creation, while you are getting more comfortable on the camera, or if you are an aspiring photographer yourself, or you want to take it up as a hobby and see how transformative and beneficial it can be for you in any kind of facet. But this is what we're going to be using this TikTok shop showcase specifically for. Those of you who already been following me kind of know I have a couple of different businesses here on TikTok that have a TikTok shop as well. So every now and then I'll still be plugging those things here to you, but just because for mutuality purposes, they do have to be separate. So all of the stuff that you'll find here on the AfroDomme Pay Showcase, as I'm saying, is going to be for professional filmmaking, for professional photography. I have spoken to a couple of you guys in consultations this week who have talked about like using FinDom to start other businesses that involve like pressing t-shirts or pressing gear. I've actually was able to find a really good quality heat press as well here on the TikTok shop, because you never really know what is out there until you start looking for it. But as someone who is in that industry as well, or in that arena as well, in retail and warehousing, wholesaling, business development, etc. These are some other really cool toys outside of the stuff that you'll see for photography. I think I've also found a wax machine for those of you who are interested in making candles or having a candle-based business, or if you're a hoodoo practitioner and you use candles as a big part of your inventory or your work for your customers or clients, etc. I found a couple of different things and I will post them here on the TikTok shop as I find them. One of the other reasons that I wanted to do this is because going into the new year, we are going to put a greater emphasis on classes, in-person classes. Our online curriculum has been our bestseller for many, many years now. But for those of you who have been following us since maybe 2017, you remember that we used to do a lot more in-person classes, a lot more in-person events and stuff like that. So we do want to bring that back this upcoming year. But again, because of the way that we are reconfiguring our community in order to close ranks and stuff like that, you must be a member of our community in order to get access to those in-person events and information about it. It's not just going to be something that is readily available to the public. That includes men and women. Okay, so usually to be a member of our community, you must be over 21 years old and identify as a Black woman, unless of course you are a gentleman that specifically wants to join to be a donor, to donate your resources and or time, labor, etc. to our causes. So let me make sure I'm paying attention to my time. Okay, so I have just a little time to take care of something else before my next meeting. So I am so grateful for, again, all of the love and support that you guys have shown in helping us grow this page to over 15,000 followers in such a short amount of time. That really does mean a lot to me. So thank you guys so much. Peace.